go.
In the heavyweight division, one lapse in focus can cost you an entire career.
So get out the way.
This makes Rico Verhoeven's achievement even more extraordinary, as he has been toppling giants in a one-sided manner for a decade. Stepping in as a successor to the legends of K1, the Dutch grenadier with model looks has defended the championship title a record 12 times. And he has even tried his hand at MMA. Today we will enjoy the heart-wrenching battles and vintage knockouts of the reigning King of Kickboxing.
Thinking about that. See the training and sparring with heavyweight boxer Tyson TKO. And Verhoeven putting together.
The son of a karate black belt, Rico began practicing full-contact Kyokushin style at the age of 6. But witnessing the success of his Dutch compatriots in K1,
He did it against Korea.
the young karateka developed a passion for kickboxing, and by age 16 was already sharing the ring with adults. Standing 6 foot 5 inches tall and weighing north of 230 pounds, Verhoeven quickly made a name for himself on the regional scene. Alongside his impressive stature, the Amsterdam charmer had 2 pillars of granite for legs, which he used to great effect. Terrorizing opponents with crippling low kicks.
Edwards, inside thigh, outside thigh, all getting.
Despite his dedication to the more technical side of the sport, when the situation called for it, the calculated Rico could unleash a grinder worthy of the old school legends.
Great shot from Rico!
Right by hand.
What a ball this has turned out to be! Bombs going in! Great shots going in from Rico!
Thus, while fueling his mighty frame with mom's pasta, the young heavyweight spent his early years traveling between promotions, earning the nickname the Prince of Kickboxing for his boundless potential.
Bit of a one-sided drubbing. Body shots are really taking the toll.
In 2012, the 23-year-old Verhoeven joined the industry leader Glory Promotion. After the decline of the legendary K1, it became the proving ground for the world's best strikers.
And now Pereira go for the finish! What a leaping! Oh, what a shot!
They didn't give the newcomer a soft landing, as he was immediately thrown into a one-day Grand Prix alongside the sports elite. First up to test the Dutchman's star potential was Pride veteran Sergei Kharitonov, who occasionally ventured into kickboxing with highlight reel knockouts. Against the hard-hitting Russian bruiser.
Left kick by Verhoeven.
May not be enough to win the round, though.
Rico spent 2 rounds scoring points off his opponent's iron chin.
He made his professional debut by Verhoeven in a sweet-looking right hand uppercut.
He's really throwing off Verhoeven's game, and he's checking kicks.
Family, his mother was a volleyball coach. His father trained in boxing, skating.
Securing a valuable decision win.
So Rico Verhoeven.
An hour later, in the quarterfinals, he faced an uphill battle against one of the greatest heavyweights in the sport's history. The sledgehammer jab of the 6'11" semi-Schilt was an insurmountable barrier for most guys.
Early stages of this tournament with 1 knockdown. There's a second knockdown.
Complemented by his piercing left front kick. The Colossus could also catch you cold with a spinning attack. Fired up, Rico launched into an aggressive assault out of the gate.
Hope you're enjoying it on CBS Sports Network or wherever you.
But the seasoned Schilt shut down this offensive surge with a signature sequence.
The left hook from Schilt has become.
spending the remainder of the bout chasing the youngster around the ring. At the time, no one could escape the veteran's front kick to lead hand combo.
Kick and a punch combination, left hand kick, jab again, pushes Verhoeven back, liver kick by Schilt. Knee.
Verhoeven's biggest success was lasting to hear the final bell.
Left hand by Schilt, knee to the head, and Verhoeven in trouble here at the end of round 2. And I believe that That same night, the 39-year-old Schilt would win his 4th Grand Prix and retire on a high note. Having learned a crucial lesson from the Titan of Kickboxing in 2013, Rico got the chance to avenge his loss to Errol Zimmerman. With a record swollen with knockouts, the explosive finisher could drop champions of any caliber, and had previously handed Verhoeven his heaviest career defeat. Wary of the foe's ferocious blitz,
He wants a brawl. Zimmerman. Look at Zimmerman. Now we've got the big boys exchanging.
the Dutchman neutralized it with long-range tools,
Big heavyweights. Big low kick from there.
throwing trademark inside low kicks.
That was a big and costly mistake.
See, there's that low kick again. Verhoeven's coming in with everything in the kitchen. Zimmerman thinking about that. See, look at that.
Down goes Zimmerman.
That is something.
Often as a counter weapon.
Definitely Verhoeven won. So
Zimmerman delivers.
He effectively combined them with hooks over 3 rounds, earning a clear victory.
that was a very active.
The masterclass in inside low kicks did not go unnoticed, and at the end of 2013, Verhoeven was invited to another Grand Prix. This time, though, the tournament format featured 4 participants. In the semifinals, he drew Gökhan Saki, who had consistently lived up to his moniker, the Turkish Tyson.
He's a warrior and he's coming forward. Left hook. Goes wide. Doing Ramada early going.
Straight into danger. It's those body shots. Man, he's getting
Like this,
As always, the passionate Saki started unloading fast boxing combinations,
he's gonna enjoy this edge right now. You can see the speed advantage of the Saki.
punctuated by singular explosions.
The punch and kick.
Saki now begins to put together his part with a left hook to the right hand. Saki. Right hand through the guard and a spinning kick.
Rico mirrored Schilt's fateful sequence,
Punching combination against the bigger Verhoeven, and that is ruled a
and taming the Turk with a flurry of low kicks,
being knocked down. Saki blocked by Verhoeven, who again sweeps the leg.
gradually incorporated his fists.
Starts chanting.
Rico Verhoeven.
It will be terminated. Inside low. Outside low kick by Saki, countered by an inside.
In the pivotal 3rd round, both athletes had their moments.
Saki, there's a left hook by Verhoeven. Doesn't follow up, however. Knee left hook behind the guard by Saki. Misses. Is an upset in the making here in Chicago. Spinning back.
But the judges narrowly favored the more versatile Dutch kicker. In the finale, Verhoeven crossed paths with the second-ranked 6'5" Daniel Guida, renowned for his cannonball left hook. And paralyzing right low kick. No one had suffered more from the Romanian's artillery than Errol Zimmerman.
Zimmerman gets down the big nipples!
Kick, he's going to the body.
Left hook to the head by Guida. Another left hook. Zimmerman goes.
This time, Verhoeven deviated from his usual counter-fighting approach,
Very best in the sport, showcasing
opting instead to impose a grueling battle,
by Guida through the guard. Punch kick combo by Verhoeven lands.
while systematically kicking out Guida's supporting leg.
Combination of his own. Final 60 seconds of the second round.
He increased the pace with every passing minute.
He gets going. He gets better. Nice uppercut.
So slightly.
Yeah, I see that.
Taking a page out of Mirko Krokov's playbook. His head just got popped. And Guida eating those punches from Verhoeven.
Despite this being the second bout of the evening for both heavyweights,
wins compared to Verhoeven's 10. And we are headed to the third and final round of what has been a trouble.
they continued trading for 3 rounds.
Stats don't always tell the story, right?
No, but I could see it I've ever seen live.
You know, if phone booths still existed, I'd say they're...
Verhoeven's doing a good job of making this a fight. That's what he needs to do. Take Daniel,
Amassing over 600 strikes by the end.
so he doesn't have,
Final 30 seconds of the fight. Left hook by Verhoeven. Chicago take you to the final bell of the Glory 4-man heavyweight. What a fight! What a night in the Windy City!
Rico's strategy to overwhelm the menacing knockout artist with relentless pace paid off in full, and he rightfully celebrated the victory.
When I was younger, I saw Peter Arts, and I was like, that's what I want. I want to be a champion like him. I want to be an example for children and everything who also now 6, 7, 8 years and think like, I want to be like Rico.
Upon claiming the crown, the prince received an unexpected offer to share the ring with his childhood idol. Fighting on the front lines in the unforgiving 1990s, Peter Arts, aptly dubbed the Dutch Lumberjack, had conquered the K1 Grand Prix 3 times during the golden era of the Japanese promotion, and was the last man to best Semmy Schilt. At 43 years old, boasting a record of 105 wins and 79 KOs, Arts continued to head-slash millennials. Following the creed of Amsterdam streets, with no beating around the bush, they initiated an exchange.
Final fight, Duke, you know that in combat sports, retirements last about as long as a common cold.
As anticipated, Arts pushed forward with combinations.
He began training in Muay Thai, closer to doing just that when he, Bocat Saki and Daniel Pete on the same night, back in October.
But Rico's inside low kicks quickly sent a message. He felt no nostalgia for old-school slugfests.
Rico Verhoeven wants to take his crown in 130 fights.
In the second round, the veteran's 1-2s began to cause concern.
Second kick, but you know what? He does it better than most. Starting to see some adjustments.
So Verhoeven doubled down on his leg strikes.
Verhoeven has also been training and sparring with heavyweight boxer Tyson Fury. Body kick by Verhoeven, lead left hook by Arts.
No, he's got to dominate.
Lead right.
Sapping Arts' energy with body work.
The attack on Verhoeven, who lands a liver kick. Right uppercut.
And gradually seizing the initiative by bombarding all levels.
And low kick by Verhoeven. Right cross. Left hook.
Going into the last stretch,
Starts. Made his World Grand Prix debut.
Verhoeven briefly indulged in an open brawl.
By Verhoeven connects. Inside low kick by Verhoeven. High kick by Arts. A body kick of glory to see Tokyo. In what is being billed as Peter Arts' final outside low kick by Arts. Body kick by Arts.
Is Arts hanging out with Bernard Hopkins? What?
Symbolically showcasing the generational shift.
Three left in him. Rico Verhoeven on the offensive. Inside low kick by.
Tie him up and not win this fight.
Crowd beginning to roar their support for Peter Arts.
Outperforming the Dutch lumberjack in his own element, Rico gave the icon his flowers.
Peter's been here for 20 years on top. There will be nobody anymore like Peter, who will be on top for 20 years.
After Semmy Schilt relinquished the championship belt, it was Verhoeven who claimed the vacant Glory belt in 2014, marking the beginning of his record-breaking reign as the undisputed monarch of the heavyweight division. First, the newly crowned king wrapped up the trilogy against an old rival, Errol Zimmerman.
Testing him with a right hand, and now he gets caught. Zimmerman gets caught.
In the presence of Iron Mike, Rico displayed notable improvements in the boxing aspect.
Splits the guard, and there's a right cross.
Effectively chaining together punching flurries with leg strikes.
Verhoeven can get a standing around with his knockdown the ball.
Naturally, he didn't forget his patented low kicks.
Outside low kick by Verhoeven. The high head kick misses by...
which forced Zimmerman to press the issue.
Spinning back kicking.
Spinning for an ill-advised wheel kick, the challenger injured his already battered leg, bringing their rivalry to a decisive end.
Verhoeven, the rivalry.
4 months later, the 6'6" Benjamin Adegbuyi, who regularly reaffirmed his nickname, the Hammer,
The bell.
went 5 rounds with the champion, matching him punch for punch,
I don't think so. I think he's technically doing what...
kick for kick.
Verhoeven from the southpaw stance. That one was below the belt. Now there's that rear push kick we've seen. Inside low kick by the champion.
Bone for bone.
Verhoeven opening up a big edge in kicks, and now
Yet with his seemingly infinite gas tank,
the ladies tell me they like their work. Head kick.
Verhoeven eventually outlasted the challenger with relentless barrages.
Verhoeven coming back with triple. There's a ring.
Beautiful combo.
The close encounter set the stage for a rematch. By then, Rico had grown even more comfortable at boxing range,
Adegbuyi's being very economical, but is it too...
never forgetting his karate roots.
Wow.
And cutting angles.
Oh, nice counter.
He was shining with combinations at all levels,
Right now, everything. Varying his...
Yeah, and Rico talked about you.
painting a modern kickboxing masterpiece in crimson colors.
Big shot.
Rico put the final stroke. A railgun shot straight out of Quake ragdolled Adegbuyi on the ropes,
What a shot. I mean, he turned his shoulder, his hip.
as the 26-year-old Verhoeven delivered the best performance of his career, but far from the last.
It's time for glory!
Croatian southpaw Mladen Brestovac
Left kick!
earned his title shot by taking heads off in Crow Cop fashion.
Moving.
However, he too proved powerless against the combat brilliance of the Dutch strategist, who punished every leg raise,
Big that goes down. These kicks are echoing in the arena.
preventing the challenger from landing his trademark high kick with constant pressure.
Brestovac using a lot of footwork and speed here that we haven't normally...
And level changes.
Fence. And then you have Verhoeven, who boxes with Tyson Fury, the champ.
Rico Verhoeven!
Against the Spider's namesake, Anderson Silva, Rico boxed him up,
And when they were showing those statistics from Fight Metric,
even cutting angles Lomachenko style.
Being seen live for the first time in the United States on ESPN.
in the pre-fight interview, he says he really has to watch out for that counter left.
Nevertheless, his whipping kicks remained the primary source of damage,
KO. And Verhoeven putting together another.
with the Brazilian being incapacitated after 3 falls.
High kicks. Brodix has no idea where the
And
kicks are
again,
coming.
Verhoeven just equaled the glory.
Thus, Verhoeven defended the championship strap 5 times, extending his unbeaten streak to a record-setting 11.
Verhoeven!
Without undue modesty, Rico changed his moniker from Prince to King, and even stepped into the boxing ring for a single bout. In 2015, riding the wave of UFC's growing popularity, he decided to test his mojo in mixed martial arts. Instead of the anticipated striking showdown with another stand-up specialist,
Show it has been.
Verhoeven surprised everyone with a takedown, seemingly transitioning into mount like a natural grappler, and earning a quick stoppage under the watchful eye of the omnipresent Herb Dean.
RXF event.
To further adapt to MMA, Rico trained with the renowned American Kickboxing Academy. Working alongside Luke Rockhold, Daniel Cormier, and the rest of the team, he took his grappling up a notch.
Strong guy, Hal. Big. Everything. Whole body, legs, body. Just big.
Born big.
Nevertheless, when the time came to make a definitive choice between kickboxing and MMA, the fighter stayed loyal to his original discipline.
People ask me this a lot. Rico, why don't you go to MMA? So, yeah. If I look at it honestly, it's not my basic ambition. If you jump into something different, you should have the will and want to be the best. I don't necessarily have the will to be the best at MMA.
In late 2016, Verhoeven ran into a star opponent, the ultimate bad boy of kickboxing, Badr Hari.
It's some bad boy.
Wild and even unhinged at times, the Moroccan beast used to ravage the K1 scene in the 2000s with his deadly cross. Comebacks that spelled tragedy for his foes, and last man standing slobber knockers.
He wants to finish it!
He's scared to step in there.
Although Hari's prime years were behind him, he entered the contest riding a streak of 4 KOs. Even the air in the arena was so electrified that a brawl erupted in the stands before the fight even began, turning the delay into an extended stare-down.
Get him to Oberhausen to settle this thing.
Here we go! Once the bell rang, Rico took the center of the ring with authority.
More aggressively.
But Badr didn't mind.
Good left kick.
Giving up space, Hari was pumping a piercing jab.
That jab is landing.
Winning the low kick duel.
From fakes.
And punishing the champion's advances.
And blood now pouring out of the nose, it seems.
For the first time, Verhoeven had a cut on his Giga Chad face. And in the second round, he tried to crank up the level of madness.
And a clubbing one, and you see Rico's having a hard time establishing his punch.
Hari obliged.
Rico just misses with it. Badr very successful as those big hooks when he gets going.
But after a clash in the clinch,
Very good attack by Rico.
the former champion silently walked to his corner, prompting the referee to start a count. It turned out that the Moroccan had broken his arm.
And I think his shoulder is dislocated.
You know, you did a good job, but I swear, today, I gave you credits, but now I don't give a fuck. Next year, I swear, I will knock you the fuck out.
While Badr was healing his limb in an unconventional way, serving time for aggravated assault, Rico fought 3 times in 2017. He patiently toasted the legs of the recently released UFC veteran Antonio Bigfoot Silva for a whole round, before dropping him hard in the corner. The Brazilian struggled to regain his footing after a missed call.
Bang!
And a series of unanswered punches forced the referee to intervene.
Seems like just a matter of time now. Right hand, left hand, and that's it.
Things got much tougher against the successor of Butterbean. Well-rounded Ismail Lazar was anything but soft, and had realigned a dozen jaws on his way to a title shot.
There we go!
He'll be eating.
In the clash of opposites, the challenger would eat the champion's best offerings.
Combinations from Rico. Another big.
Banking on a single bomb to flip the script.
And a right hand there. Boom!
A wild right hand from Lazar sent Rico's mouthguard flying into the crowd, forcing him to stay further out and break down his antagonist from a safe distance in the following rounds.
Perfect moment to throw his punch. On a counter punch, what is the strike? With a kick distribution.
Nevertheless, the persistent Lazar, who had absorbed over 100 strikes,
Just doesn't have anything behind it. No, there's not much.
gave Rico fits again late in the bout.
Oh, there's a left hand, and it may have staggered Rico. And it's a right hand.
But the Dutchman never let go of the rudder until the victorious end.
Finally opened up there. And that's it.
Rico Verhoeven!
In December 2017, a truly formidable knockout threat stood across the ring. The monstrous yet remarkably agile Jamal Ben Sadiq, nicknamed Goliath, had amassed a 5-fight win streak in glory and had stopped the reigning champion 6 years prior. Leaving a trail of cooling bodies on his way back to challenging Verhoeven.
Jab to set this up!
Oh, man! It's over! It is over!
The Moroccan promised that history would repeat itself.
It will happen again. I will knock him out.
For it. Any questions? Touch gloves if you like.
Goliath nearly willed it into existence in the first round.
Oh, and there's the right hand! And in fact, Rico, this crowd says yes!
The right hand wobbled the king,
The champ doing
but he managed to hold on to his throne.
Doing exactly what he had in him! Sadiq lands!
And again, a stiff jab from the Goliath.
Even badly hurt, Rico didn't lose his defensive instincts.
Rico gets stronger as the fight goes on.
Sadiq's breakthrough strategy revolved around explosively countering Verhoeven's beloved kicks.
Just got away from that right hand. Another right hand intended.
There's a right hand! Hitting for it! Is that a knockdown?
It was only after the unscored knockdown
His gloves obviously touched the canvas.
that the champion realized his mistake. In the fourth round, Verhoeven upped his punching output.
Follow with it. Just wait. He's going to need more than a knockdown.
And switched from low to thumping kicks to the body.
He's trying to draw him in, pull him into that right hand.
In the cauldron of violence,
Goes to the champion. Two connects for
Rico found the dome
some complain that Rico's not a closer. He's not.
and beat the stunned challenger into the ropes. Yet the Moroccan stood back up on autopilot, only to meet his fate in the true Bushido way. Instinctively guarding his midsection, Sadiq blocked an incoming high kick with his face. Sensing blood, the Dutch Johnny Cage executed the fatality. Securing his 15th consecutive victory under the Glory banner, Verhoeven solidified his place atop the pound-for-pound rankings. While the matchmakers were on a mission to scout new contenders, Rico began lapping the division. In 2018, the King successfully defended his belt twice.
Big right. That's a high kick. Rico!
When hit with fouls,
Whoa! That's an illegal sweep.
Verhoeven responded strictly within the rules,
All 5 judges giving it to Rico.
ensuring no one could lay a leg on him.
Round 3.
Pick your gloves up and get your ass back in the gym, because I'm waiting for you, baby. Let's go!
Finally, after 3 years, a rematch with Badr Hari was set.
If he beats me, he will have my respect, but he won't.
The most iconic event in modern kickboxing drew a packed crowd of 30,000 spectators. On the way to the ring, it became evident that Hari was radiating his old fire.
Absolutely!
While Verhoeven received a standing ovation on home soil.
Rico.
The showdown lived up to its hype.
The collision happens now!
Rico's ingenious Swiss freakin' watch plan to outbrawl a brawler
Rico gets more.
was falling to pieces.
Rear low kick. Rico.
Engaging in a tit-for-tat exchange, Verhoeven overlooked the best part. A reinvigorated Badr charged forward, hammering away.
Pass. Perhaps that was a mistake. Look at.
But Rico refused to disconnect from the hotline
Oh, he just slipped off and ripped that right hand.
and ended the round with a solid low kick.
What a start for Badr as Rico lands a low kick at the...
After the break, he continued to chop down low
Rico's opening up now.
and managed to sneak in a platter of punches.
Go. Look at the jab to the right hand. Third jab. Splits the guard with that right hand.
But got carried away again.
Coach fighting. He got caught again.
Hari aimed to take the champion's head off with every strike.
Oh, that in the mid-range. Oh!
Verhoeven displayed more variety.
That's his signature strike that made his career back. Left
Beautiful change.
finding the home for clean uppercuts.
Oh, another solid uppercut from Rico.
And signature inside low kicks.
Goes on. Just stay in there for 5 rounds with that pace. Another that right to the head. Mixed levels with it.
One down is one of the best.
Just as Rico leveled the playing field,
Sure, knocked down in the first round.
Potter delivered another surprise.
Giving it to the champ. Oh, and a high kick sends Rico down.
Right hand to the breadbasket, left high kick to the temple, the timeless kickboxing classic.
Please set up from Badr Hari.
The vendetta was cut short by an unfortunate accident. Hari injured his ankle attempting his notorious wheel kick, once again falling victim to a heartbreaking injury.
Rico down twice, Joe, but then something obviously went very wrong.
Guys, let me tell you this. If you say, Rico, you went down twice, you was losing this fight. You are right. And a fight ain't over till it's over. Till the 5th bell rang, that's when it's over. So I was still in this motherfucking fight. Of course, we hope for a better ending. This time it wasn't a better ending. Next time we're gonna do it again, and we're gonna do it even bigger.
Injury for Badr Hari, and they'll hug it out, Joe. Yeah.
In 2021, Glory assembled a mini Grand Prix featuring 4 heavyweights. Rico proved his elite status,
Nice.
claiming 2 Ws in one night. In the final, he deflated his opponent's tires within a single round.
There's another one.
Yep. I'm telling you, it's so hard to land those low kicks because you got 2.
Then spent a minute consoling him.
Climactic finish.
After 7 years at the pinnacle of kickboxing, Verhoeven's popularity extended far beyond the ring. He became a regular guest on talk shows, mingled with global celebrities.
If you were to kick him right in the face, how fast could you knock him out?
Like this.
Just like that.
And never missed an opportunity to have fun with the fans. In addition, the Dutch macho began pursuing his long-held dream of an acting career. Having debuted on the screen in 2015, he has appeared in a dozen films since. Among other roles, Verhoeven has played a menacing bodyguard, a Russian fighter named Igor the Destroyer, and a rival to a protege of Jean-Claude Van Damme.
I hate violence. I need to go to the bathroom.
However, Rico's most notable work has been the thriller Black Lotus. He portrays a retired soldier trying to rescue the kidnapped daughter of a fallen comrade from a drug lord. True to the genre's traditions, Verhoeven battles hordes of enemies, sprays bullets like confetti, and participates in intense pursuits. Obviously, the champion doesn't leave without claiming the ultimate prize.
Don't follow me.
Well, you got my number.
Alongside advancing his career in movies, the Dutchman never lost sight of his true calling. With a lack of fresh challengers, Rico settled the score in the high-profile rivalry with Jamal Ben Sadiq. Since their second encounter, the Goliath had toppled 4 adversaries in a single year on his way to the much-anticipated trilogy.
Shot against Jafar Wilness.
And D'Angelo Marshall needs to stay patient, not just open up like this.
And that's it. Fight!
The high-octane Moroccan wasted no time letting the combos fly.
There's a right hand that's stolen. Oh, and is that a knockdown? And a big left hand.
It's a knockdown.
And after a feel-out jab, uncorked a massive right.
Round to Rico, 2.
It wasn't Rico's first time taking Sadiq's best shot.
Hold it like this.
Oh, there's that right hand that...
Though the gaping crater on his face severely compromised him,
Busted open. Rico's right eye is open.
Mistake the last time, you know?
And he caught him again with a right hand.
the challenger's pace was diminishing with each attack. Unwilling to wait for the round's end, Rico started trading.
Oh, double jab.
Rico's overhand right out if he's gonna stop coming.
But this fights give you respect, you know?
And look,
In the third, it was the Dutchman's turn to test the enemy's chin.
Touch your punch.
Sadiq smiled, kept absorbing damage.
Rico, big right hand again!
And issuing it back.
Oh, big time! Big time!
Still, his stamina bar was nearly depleted.
He turns the head. Cheers now. Oh,
big up!
And a blow after the bell only worsened his condition.
He goes inside low kick.
Oh, that'll do it! Right at the end!
While Sadiq's corner desperately tried to buy him time, nothing short of an oxygen tank could save him.
And a couple of times he doesn't.
Rico caught him again. Jamal's turned his back. He's staying on it. The reign continues. Rico.
Delivering yet another Fight of the Year contender with Sadiq, Verhoeven set an all-time organizational record with 10 title defenses. Light heavyweight and middleweight rulers Artyom Vahidov and Alex Pereira had only managed 5 apiece.
You know, I said this on the broadcast, we've seen you win with your punches, we've seen you win with your kicks, but it felt like tonight you won with your heart.
100%, 100%. I'm gonna go back to the drawing board. I'm definitely gonna analyze this fight like a million times to see what I did wrong and get better.
In the couple of years that followed, Rico wasn't as active due to a lack of elite opposition, adding only 2 victories to his resume. Fortunately, in March 2024, Glory decided to revive an iconic K1-style Grand Prix. 8 fighters, 3 bouts in one night, winner takes all. As the reigning champion, Verhoeven had more to lose than the other guys, but didn't shy away, especially with $500,000 on the line. This time, unlike the Grand Prix of a decade ago, the 34-year-old Verhoeven was one of the oldest competitors in the bracket. With Jason Statham in the crowd, in the quarterfinals, he carefully dismantled the 5th-ranked Sofian Laidouni.
Oh, good knee on the inside. Strikes well there, as you can see. Punches, kicks, and knee. Almost 3 times as many. Oh, good right from Rico. The legs.
And advanced past a well-fed Nabil Kahab in the semis without sustaining injuries.
Yes, and Kahab is...
Time for your main event of the evening.
In the main event, Rico faced rising star Levi Richters. The 6'7" Major Pain with a 17-1 record could turn the lights off with a single touch. Take legs away worse than paralysis.
There he's down again.
And flaunted an unpredictable style.
Oh, nice knee from Richter. Being expended right now by the Golden Wolf, though. Oh, big knee sits him down.
During the stare down, Ritters wished the veteran luck.
Okay, touch gloves, take a step back.
In the opening seconds, it seemed the challenger might need it more.
Right. Yeah, that's that right hook.
No one kicks.
You can now see the...
Oh, an uppercut! And down goes...
Focused on defending low kicks, he didn't see an uppercut coming.
Blocked the low kick of Rico.
With a damaged leg, Levy presented an easy target.
Kick inside.
Yeah, Richter doesn't time now, unless somehow Levy can land a home run. Good knee. And he's down again.
Barely surviving the first round.
And that'll do it for the first round.
But the second flipped the script entirely.
And just put the leg.
And it dropped the king down!
Anticipating another low kick, Ritters unleashed a sneaky pirouette.
But do you believe this?
Rico got shaken like never before.
This might be it, Tom.
Yet his stoic composure remained intact.
This is his chance!
Rico's going for those kicks. There goes Levy's boxing.
Rico caught him with the left! Spinning back fist again!
Regaining his wits, he continued the leg massage.
Rico seems to have regained his wits. Oh my!
And recaptured the initiative.
The pain on Levy's face every time he gets in this.
And now Rick.
When Ritter's last-ditch strike whiffed by,
for the to Richter.
His will to go on crumbled.
Levy survived this round.
That'll do it.
That's it. And he added a Grand Prix to his already
Emerging from yet another action-packed thriller with his shield, the King was, as always, gracious on the microphone.
But first of all, ladies and gentlemen, give a big round of applause for my other finalist, Levi Richters. These tournaments, man, they are next level. I don't know, man. Like I said, for me, this was the cherry on the cake. We've been building a cake for over 10 years. They brought the tournaments back, the Grand Prix. We even took that, so I'm so happy, man.
Following the decline of Japan's K1, kickboxing, especially the Royal Division, steadily lost its appeal. For a full decade as champion, Verhoeven carried the heavyweight class on his shoulders, bringing fans back to striking arts.
And Verhoeven putting to...
Powerful.
And a head kick and a beauty.
Cerebral.
What a start. I'm thinking about that. See, look at...
Versatile.
I love it. Popped here.
Unyielding. And a gallant titan.
Jamal still gets the respect from everybody.
Rico stands as the perfect representative not only of modern kickboxing, but of combat sports overall.
And just keep it.
He's in trouble! Oh my word!
Work to win this.
If you enjoyed the video, kick the like button, subscribe to the channel, and vote for sport.